Hello! Welcome back to this disaster of a stream. I'm now a VTuber. I think. A VTuber in 2D. Welcome. So, today we're going to be continuing working on this lovely little police station Armory script from yesterday. If you missed the stream yesterday, we didn't get very much done, mainly because I was talking too much, but that's alright, it was fun. So we are recreating a Armory script released on lspdfr.com by Tony. If you're around, do you mind grabbing the guy's name from the description, please? But we'll be recreating that because that person was kind enough to open source their work 3 years ago. So we'll be running with it today. I'll quickly show what we have so far, which honestly isn't much. He gives us a gun! And that's about as far as we got yesterday. So, we're going to be picking up from that. Alex Guier. Yeah, that guy. Thank you, Dom and Tony. There's a link to the original LSPDFR resource in the description for anyone who's so inclined. But yeah. So, heading over to the code. What we did yesterday was we started out by testing some of the stuff on the client side. For those of you that weren't there yesterday, I explained that I wanted this to be a OneSync compatible resource, so basically the vast majority of the business logic is going to be on the server instead of on the client. So all this stuff that you see on screen now basically needs to move and be rewritten. Remember, don't point the gun at the Armory. Yes, we'll try not to do that today. He got me good yesterday. Dom says, how hard is it going to be to change out or add gun models? Not difficult at all, actually. That's dependent entirely upon the server's own weapons. Like, if you look at the code here, all I'm doing is telling GTA to give me the gun. So if you're already streaming a custom gun, all you need to say is, instead of providing the weapon hash, you provide the custom hash for your custom weapon, and it should just work. Fingers crossed. There shouldn't be too many complications there. This animation will run... Here, I'll show you quickly. This animation will run without any weapons in them. Make sure to get rid of my own weapon. Oops. Oh, there's an error in the menu there. We'll go fix that in a minute. But yeah, this will run without any weapons whatsoever. I say as he hands me a weapon anyway. Let's see, I bugged that up somewhere. Oh, yes, I missed that line. Let's try that again, shall we? Chris and his horrible build folder. Yep. You know it. Attempt 2. There we go. So yeah, this will run without any weapons whatsoever. So any weapon you stream into the server will fit perfectly. Well, no, isn't that a statement? It will fit, not perfectly, but it'll fit. So do with it as you please. Every time you build, it sounds like the washer is just finished. Yeah, look, I set that up because... I actually set that up for a very specific reason. Back when I worked on a specific server that begins with D and ends with J, their solution was just ridiculously large, and builds would actually take several seconds. So what I would do is I'd do the keybind to build, and then I'd open up my Explorer and I'd wait in the build folder, and then I'd wait to hear the washing machine sound, and then I knew that meant the build had finished. So there you go. That's the reason it sounds like a washing machine. And look, it's stuck. I love it now. I honestly couldn't code without it. Okay, right. So yeah, that's what we got up to yesterday. So today I think we'll just take what we did yesterday, move it to the server, and if that works, then fantastic. We'll go from there. Yes, Division of Jocks roleplay. That's exactly the one. Good guess. Okay. So the first sort of hurdle that we need to overcome is having the server do stuff while we're interacting with a client-side menu. So I'm thinking... Oh, it's going to have to be an event. I was going to say a export, but that won't work because it's client to server. So it'll have to be an event, and we'll probably add some logic on the server just to make sure the end user isn't abusing our weapon spawning abilities here. And I'll explain what I mean when I get to it. So for right now, we'll just take all of this and get rid of it and replace it with an event trigger. We'll come back to that in a minute. Alright, so we'll add a new event. I'll just give it an empty name for now so I can paste in what I've got copied. Internal void. There we go. Obviously that's not going to work, we'll have to edit that. God, I always forget how I order my how I do my event names. My memory is horrible. There you go. Inferno collection, blah 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 blah. Cool. Release. Station. Armory. Yeah, we'll say menu open. Why is this complaining? Oh, because it's, yeah, that's fine. Copy the name of that. Tablet spotted. Ooh, what's that? I wonder. Soon TM. Okay, so yeah, call that on menu open. We'll need to grab the source from source player source. Okay. So we need to get the player ped, the cop ped, and then do some animation stuff. So we'll start with getting the player ped because that's the simplest. So we'll do ped player ped equals source dot character. We got to do a nullable check here because it's the server, and if the player doesn't have a character, that's going to cause just a tiny little hard crash. So if player ped is null, just return. Cool. Alright, next we need the Armory ped. Now the way we do this on the server, the way we do this on the client is we basically search through we iterate through every single ped in the world, find the ones that have the state bag flag that we want, and then just find the closest one. Not the most ideal solution, but it was temporary, so it's fine. On the server though, we don't really need to do that because we actually have a variable containing all of our peds. So I wonder if we could actually pass through some kind of key from the client to the server, say searching for the ped we want. Where's my tick? There's my tick. We do actually have the attendant We do have the attendant. Okay. For those that missed it yesterday, the attendant is just a model on the shared or inside the shared project. So we can use that on both the client and the server. Very handy. There's nothing unique in this model at the moment, though. Well, I guess position's technically unique. Decisions. Because one way we can do it is we can just do basically what we did on the server, on the client, where we say we know where the player is in the world, so let's just do a search through every single ped and find the one that's closest to the player. And that would work just fine. It's just not the most optimized way of going about it. The alternative would be to pass through our key and use that to select exactly which one we want. Ew, struct. Well, I was told by a certain FiveM developer, CFX developer, that structs are the way to go, apparently. Something to do with garbage collection and classes not being garbage collected or something. I don't know. The trouble will be getting the attendant passed through to the server. What about my 2048 player server? Well, that's why we're trying to be optimized here, Tony. We're trying to be the best we can be. Okay. Spawned pets. Did we do use the attendant? Okay. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to try that other idea first, using the attendant as a key, so we don't have to go searching through and being all inefficient like. So we'll have to change our variable here from a list to a dictionary. It's going to be a dictionary where the key is an attendant and the value is our ped. There we go. I think that was all my ranting. Good night. Thank you for popping by, Indra. Enjoy. We'll see you in the morning. Yeah, we'll have to fix this up quickly. That's easy enough though. Just change that to values. Down here, we'll need to change this to... we don't even need to do that, to be honest. We'll just define the key as the attendant, oh, not the matrix, as the attendant, and then the value is the ped that we just created. Perfect. Okay. So now what we can do is on the client, we have the closest attendant. So can I pass through a variable? I don't think I can. I don't think MenuWay API is going to like me if I do that. I might have to store it in a separate variable, which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. We'll make it work. So we need a new variable. It's going to be internal. It's going to be an attendant. We're going to call it closest attendant. That's not how you spell closest, Chris. Do I want to assign it a default value? Can I assign it to null, or is it going to complain because it's a struct? No. What if I make it nullable? Hey, that works. Cool. All right. So when or before we open the menu, we'll assign the closest attendant. Actually, we can do it way up here. Yeah, we'll put it here. So closest attendant is closest attendant, aptly named. We'll come down here now and we can do on item select. We'll just do a quick null check. So if underscore closest attendant is null, don't do anything, just return. Otherwise, pass the closest attendant. Now, we can't actually pass... we can't pass that directly to the server because events don't support complex objects like that. I could JSON stringify it, but I've avoided using Newtonsoft, which is the JSON package so far, and I kind of want to keep it that way, to be honest. Not that it's bad or anything, it's just less DLLs to include in the final final release. I mean, we could pass through the position, I guess. That would be fine. Yeah, let's... does events support vector 3s? I can't remember. I feel like it does. Oh well, we'll find out pretty quickly. Closest attendant. Oh, it's the... Yeah, no, that's fine. Wait. Why? Oh, because I made it nullable. That's annoying. Anyway. There you go. Alright, so on the server end now, we need to add that extra argument we just added, which is a vector 3 attendant position. Okay. So now what we can do... but our dictionary is attendant. Actually, no, that's fine. Simple enough. We'll change out the key from a vector, sorry, from an attendant to a vector. She'll be right. Probably. Maybe. Oh, I need my my handy-dandy functions here, which convert float arrays into vectors and vice versa. Should put that at the top. There we go. So this is going to be float to vector, and we want it to be attendant.position. For anyone curious, the reason I do that is because this shared project, where at the moment where our coordinates are stored, we can't have a vector 3 definition in here, which is a coordinate position, a coordinate type, because even though a vector 3 is the same regardless of whether it's on the client or the server, there are two sets of definitions. The client package has a vector 3 definition, and so does the server, so they would be conflicting if I picked one or the other, which is very annoying. So my little workaround is to store vector 3s in a float array. That's what this is here. It's just shorthand for a float array with 3 entries, and then I can convert that very easily with these functions on the client and the server respectively. Okay, a quick drink of water. Okay. Alright, so we've updated our dictionary now, so what we should be able to do is add a check. So we'll go if spawnPeds.contains key attendant position. Well, actually, we'll inverse that. We'll say if it doesn't contain that, then maybe we'll do some anti-cheat stuff here. To do anti-cheat. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So if it doesn't contain the key, do that. Otherwise, we should just be able to go attendant. Actually, sorry, cotped, that's it. Equals underscore closest. No? Is that, oh, underscore spawned. Spawn peds attendant position. There we go. All right. Now this stuff here works perfectly copied straight from the client, and the reason being is because I wrote these models, the animation definitions, inside the shared project. As you can see, PlayStation Armory shared models animation definition. And I did that exactly for this reason, so they would just work. I believe these natives exist on the server for giving weapons. We'll just double check quickly. Give weapon to ped. Yes, they do. Unfortunately, externals don't exist on the server just yet, which is these nice little, you know, .weapon.give, as opposed to making an API call. I could write an extension. I might write an extension. I am gonna write an extension. So we'll do that very quickly. Shouldn't take long. We just need a new class. Extensions. Oops. Alright, it's gonna be a public static class extensions. This bit's gonna be ped extensions. Oops. End region. Alright, so we need a public static void. Oh, actually, I'm just thinking if I do it this way, it'll have to be give weapon select weapon yada yada, as opposed to weapon give. You know, I'm not sure if there's an easy way to do that on the server though. This will do for now. I can always change it later. We'll do give weapon. This ped. Oh, weapon hashes don't exist on the server. Oh, that's a pain. That is a pain. What is this argument tag? Yeah, it just takes a uint weapon hash. Oh, it feels so dumb to have to just recreate that whole enum just because it doesn't exist on the client. Excuse me, on the server. Well, I guess the client... Actually, no, I'm overthinking this. The client's going to tell us what weapon it wants. Also, I've renamed that event incorrectly. I've just realized that's not the on weapon. Excuse me, on the menu open. It's on item select. Weapon select. So we'll pass a position, and we'll also pass a weapon hash. In this case, I'm just going to hard code it to the carbine rifle, but we will fix that when we get around to it. Okay. So we'll make sure to update our event name, or else I'm going to spend 20 minutes trying to figure out why it doesn't work. And then we want a uint weapon hash. There we go. And then in our extension, uint weapon hash. Excellent. And then we just do... Thank you, autocomplete. That's not going to work though, because now you're just referencing yourself. API dot give weapon to ped. It's going to be ped dot handle weapon hash 999 is hidden force in hand. Oh, that's different from... That is different from the other one, actually. Let me open up the extensions, the externals quickly. We'll change this to weapon. Probably just poorly named in the source code, and they're better documented in the weapons, or excuse me, in the externals. Give. No, that's not what I want. Oh, it'll be in the weapon collection, I reckon. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, equip now, bool, Equip now is weapon loaded. Yeah, okay. So we pass true, true. So we'll do that here as well. True, true. That happens a lot in FiveM, unfortunately. You have, you know, the API documentation where you've got stuff like this, where the argument... Oh, why won't it let me... There we go. Where the argument names just do not match at all to what they actually do. Which is where the externals come in very handy. Because you can see that even though that's the exact same thing, someone else has come through and given them a proper argument name, which makes them a lot easier to understand. Okay, cool. So that's our extension done. So what we can do now is instead of making that reference, making that API call, we can just do cophead.give weapon. Weapon hash. Boom, done. Okay, since we've started with extensions, I might as well continue for the animation stuff. So we'll come back into our extensions here, continue on pet extensions. We're going to make a task one now. So we want public static void play animation. Be this ped. No. We need... Actually, we can just pass through a... We can pass through our enum here. We don't need to pass through a string and a... two strings, the dictionary name and the animation name. Excuse me, not an enum, our animation definition. So this paired animation definition. We need to import that. There we go. Why are you complaining? I don't know, it's not finished yet, so I'm not concerned. And then we want to do API play, task play animation. And this is the exact reason extensions are so useful, because who wants to be typing out all of those arguments every single time? So the ped is going to be ped.handle. The animation dictionary is going to be animation definition.dict. The name is going to be animation definition.name. The blend-in speed, I believe it's 8. We'll double check that in a minute. Blend out, I believe, is -8. Duration -1. Yeah, no, I need to check that. Good thing I've got the extensions. I'm really getting my words mixed around today. Good thing I've got the externals open already. What tasks? Or is it singular? It might be singular. Nope, it's plural. Excellent. 8 minus 8 minus 1. Yep, that's fine. Animation flags, none. That's not helpful. I need to check what that is, actually. It's probably 0. Oh. Yeah, let's just pass 0 and hope for the best. Was it -1 or 1? -1. And it's an int, apparently, not a float. Is that right? Yes, it is an int. That would make sense. So the flag is 0. The playback rate, I believe, is just 1. 0? Really? That doesn't seem right. Apparently it's 0. We'll see how that goes. Lock. False. Thank you. Cool. All right. Now instead of having all that messy crap here in our main code, it's hidden away. So instead we can just do cop ped.play animation. And we want to do the give animation. Excellent. And then for the player, we want to do the take animation. So player ped.play animation, take animation. There you go. That's actually annoying me having that blue line there, so we'll fix that up. It's a little bit wordy, but that's all right. Cool. Okay, now this is going to be a bit of a problem. For those of you that weren't there yesterday, I briefly explained why I did this. We got to wait for the animation to finish before we give away the weapon. Actually, I have a theory. I want to test. I have a theory I want to test. Why is this not... There we go. Just based off what I saw before, I feel like I don't actually even need to give the cophead the weapon. It's just a theory. You can almost say it's a game theory. No. But I want to give this a try. Just for shits and giggles. Okay. That should build. Woohoo. Okay, so... Just to recap what we did there. Instead of doing all of our animations and weapon giving and stuff on the client, it's now been moved to the server. So all that happens now when you open up the menu and select something is it triggers this event where we basically tell the server, hey, this is where we are, this is the weapon we want. The server then receives that information, it gets the player based off of who sent the event, we make sure they actually exist, we make sure that the location they gave is valid. Based off that information, then we then get the AI that we're interacting with. We will figure out which animation we want and then play said animations, and then we'll give the weapon to the player. Will you move the damn washing into the dryer? You know, you laughed, Dom, but I actually have I have towels in the washing machine that I need to check on shortly, so I will move it into the dryer when I'm good and ready. Alright. Let's give it a try. Oh, yeah, I forgot to fix that before. Sequence contains no matching element. Interesting. I wonder why that is. Get Armory paired. Line 140. Interesting. That can go away now. We're finished with it. 140. I can do numbers. Nothing there. Okay. We'll have to come back to that because the line numbers have changed, obviously. If I click on the text box, there we go. All right, let's give it a try. Excellent. Nothing happened. Any errors? No, surprisingly. Okay, let's check our event log quickly and make sure we actually fired off that event. I don't think it did. Doesn't appear to. Unless client to server doesn't show up in the network event log. I'm pretty sure it does though. Anyone in the chat knowledgeable as to whether client to server events show up in the network event log? Please make yourself known to the nearest attendant. Okay, that's right. We can add some prints and see what's going on. So, for starters, let's just see if we're getting this far. Yes, we are getting that far. Excellent. Okay. So the event's definitely firing. Oh. Okay, I see the issue. Trigger event. Lovely function. Sends a client event. Not what we want. We want to trigger server event. Come on, guys in the chat. You should have picked up on that. Disappointing. Let's try that again. Hello. Okay, nothing again. Excellent. It should be in the event log this time, though. Oh, wrong one. Yes, there it is. Client to server. Fantastic. I thought it did. I was fairly confident it did. Any errors in the server? Yes, there is. Fantastic. We can work with that. Could not cast event argument from list to vector. Interesting. Where's that happening at? Nowhere. Okay. I wonder if that's because I'm trying to pass through a vector. Oh, it's Ovist. Hello. Why am I saying that right? You know, I read these names like in my head whenever I have Discord open, but when I go to say them out loud, I do a double take. I'm like, is that actually how you say it? Like Tony's name, I always used to say it in my head as Horner Plays, and then when I actually went and looked at it, I'm like, wait, there's no A between the horn and the play. The A's at the end. Okay, so what's happening here? Could not, oh, wrong one. Could not cast argument from list to vector. Oh, is this not a vector? It's not a vector. Ah ha ha ha, I'm dumb. That's a float array. That'd be why that's not working. Oh, I need it in vector though. Okay, so what we'll do is, instead of converting it from float array to vector on the server, we'll just do the reverse. We'll convert it from float array to vector on the client. So we want float to vector. There we go. I said his name right. Excellent. I was gonna make a femboy joke there, but I better keep it to myself, Dom. Oh. Well, I mean, the end result's good. We got the weapon, but we kind of skipped all the foreplay, which isn't any fun. See you around, buddy. Alright. Did we get any errors that time? No. Okay, so that's curious. So it didn't play the animation. Oh, I wonder if it's because the animation... No. Could I send it in Discord? Sure. It's nothing too exciting. There you go. Tony, if you're still listening, yes, I do still need that thing that you're talking about. Okay, so why isn't this animation playing? For now, let's yoink this out of here. Let's just set up a temporary command. So we'll do command, test command, internal. No, that's fine, Tony. No stress. Literally, if you take the animation that already exists, the one I sent you, and just like pause it on the first frame, that's literally all I need. I just couldn't figure out how to do it. Okay, internal void on test command. What we want to do is we just want to get ped equals spawned. Why is that not working? Am I dumb? Yes, I'm on the client. I am indeed dumb. Excuse me, just had a small sneezing fit, as you do. Okay, let's try that again. Ped equals spawn peds dot first. That'll do for testing purposes. And then we want to take this and go pair, yeah, that's fine. Animation definition equals global dot give animations, oh no, not that, rifle, that'll do. For live testing purposes, I reckon it's this duration thingy. Or sorry, the playback rate. I reckon it's the playback rate. A playback rate of 1 just doesn't make sense to me. 8 minus 8, yep. -1, yep. 0 flags, yep. Play animation, yep. Does it have a default value? No. That's really annoying. I'm just going to change it to 1. Right, yeah, we'll run this first just to see what it does, which is probably nothing. Time to work on a few vehicle showcases. Excellent. Gotta have more pictures to add to the channel. So we'll restart this and we'll go test command. Yep, funnily enough, nothing happened as expected. Let's change that to 1 instead of 0. Try it again. Still nothing. I did name it test command, right? I'm not dumb. Test command with a capital C. God damn it. God damn it. Still nothing. Okay. Why don't you want to move, sir? Do you not like me? Animation dictionary, animation name, blend in, blend out, duration, flags, playback rate, lock. Okay. When in doubt, check what you've done before. Enjoying Visual Studio? Not when you give me annoying pop-ups like that, I'm not. No, that's the client. I want server. Where is this bad boy used? Animation playback rate. That's really, really unhelpful. Animation presets. No, I know what this is actually. Jobs, server, jobs. Truck driver? No. Trash collector. Yes. Animation presets. Do you have a default value of playback rate? 0. So the playback rate, it is 0. Bummer, okay. Animation flag. None, yeah. That's what we have. Blend in, 8, blend out, -8. No, that's not what we want. Task play animation. They're swallowing over there. Water? For PG reasons, water? Animation name, blend in, blend out, animation duration -1 for loop, animation flag 1 for loop, animation... Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm doing, though. Okay. I'm curious. Do I need to load this? I wonder if it's as simple as that. Let's just give it a try. What do I need here? Animation definition equals globals dot give animation rifle. Okay. Trying to think if there's an external for it. I know the API one is something like API.request animation dictionary. That's the one. Good sir, do you have an external for this? You do not. That is annoying. Okay. Animation definition dot dict. Okay. So all I'm doing here is just requesting the animation dictionary to make sure that's not the problem. I didn't think I needed to because it was on the server, but who knows, honestly. Just to cover our bases, if nothing else. No. I want to make sure that test command's actually doing something. I don't trust my own code. Identification collection. No, I want to debug. Okay, it is doing stuff. That's annoying, because that means it's not working. This is mighty confusing. I'm just checking one of my other scripts to see if I did anything differently. Load dictionaries, API request animation dictionary. So I did request the dictionaries there. Give animation rifle. Give animation rifle. Interesting. Okay, let's see what other people have done just in the wild. Sometimes that helps. We want code, we want C#. Server. A lot of these are client side, which is completely unhelpful. Oh, oops, didn't really mean to click on that. Okay. Just retracing my steps to see if I can't figure out why it's not working. So this is the one we used before. This makes a call to play animation. You pass the dictionary, pass the name, 8 minus 8 minus 1, 0, 0. Speed, no, this one, yeah. Playback rate of 0. Okay, the playback rate is definitely 0. We load the animation dictionary, which we've done, and then we play the animation. This is most annoying, because what I'm doing here should be working, unless I'm just thick and I'm missing something. Okay, let's make sure that our PED actually exists. That's probably not a bad idea, actually. We'll just, well, his heading? Sure, whatever, doesn't matter. Anything that belongs to him will suffice. Yep, there's his heading, so it's definitely got the right PED. So why doesn't it want to play the animation? Anyone in the chat got any ideas? Speed at which the animation preset is played values between 0 and 1. We already tried this though, didn't we? We already tried changing it to 1 and that didn't seem to do anything. Thank you, Wetter42. Ugh. I'm wishing I'd just go back to non-existence though when I struggle with basic shit like this. It's embarrassing, honestly. I should be able to play an animation without struggle bussing hard. No, nothing. Why won't you animate? All part of the process, yeah, unfortunately. Normally at this point I'd be like, you know, bugger it, we'll just come back to it later, it's no big deal. But this animation is kind of key to this whole process. We're definitely requesting the animation dictionary. Yeah, it's definitely the same animation. The PED definitely exists. The animation definitely exists because we were using it before without issue. Do the docs have anything useful to say on the matter? Probably not. Yes, I know. When in doubt, refer to the forums. Doesn't work if the dictionary is not loaded client-side to reproduce it. Yeah. Still not work. Yes, but I am requesting the dictionary. I mean, we can double check. Yeah, MP Cop Armory, we're definitely requesting the dictionary. Gee, this thing dates back to 2018. Yeah, no, that was just that was just a syntax error. Alright, well, just for, no, I was going to say just for shits and giggles we can use the player ped, but... Actually, no, yes we can. What am I talking about? I was going to say we don't have an easy way of getting it. Yes, we do. Ped equals players dot first dot character. See if the animation plays on itself. See if it's just an issue with the AI ped. No, not just an issue with an AI ped. Damn it. Alright, well, as I mentioned to my good friend Dom earlier, I have some towels in the washing machine that I need to deal with, so I'm going to take a quick intermission. Maybe I'll think of something while I'm doing my laundry, so I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. See you shortly. Alright, I'm back. The towels have been handled. I've decided to go back to the original code and see what they did, because honestly, I'm a little bit stumped. Okay, so they've actually got different values. Flags blend in, blend out. Flags blend in, blend out. He's got a blend in of 1 and a blade out of 0.5. Okay. Blend in of 1, blend out of 0.5. Positive. Start position. Timeout. Interesting. I don't think that'll make any difference, but it's worth a try. No. Why doesn't he want to play this animation? I really don't understand. Like, this isn't a complex operation here. We load the animation dictionary. We play the animation. It should be as simple as that. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to put this on the client quickly. I don't see how that would make any difference. It should work regardless of where it is. If it doesn't work on the client, then that's just interesting. There you go, it's interesting. Why doesn't that work? Because it worked before. It works when we do head.task.play animation. Animation dictionary. Oh, animation definition dot dictionary. Try the base bare bones. Yeah. If in doubt, go back to basics. That's weird. That's very, very weird. Alright. Finish having my mental breakdown. Let's fix this. So, ped task play animation is literally just this, which is this. Play animation, dictionary name 88100. Let's follow it up the chain until it stops working. Because at this point, I'm out of ideas. So play animation, the dictionary is this, the name is this. Is it still going to work? Yes. Okay. So that is just this, if I'm not mistaken. No, this. Because it's, where is it? This one. Dictionary, name, blend in, blend out. No, it's flags. Interesting. So we're looking for one that has the arguments of string, string, float, float, int, flags. String, string, float, nope. String, string, float, nope. String, string, float, float. Yes, but no? Huh? That doesn't make sense. String, string, float, float, int, flags. Oh, I'm dumb. I missed the int. String, string, float, float, int, flags. Playback rate. Yes, okay, so it's this, which is equivalent to all of this crap. Animation.dict, animation.dict, animation.dict. This isn't an async function. Huzzah, now it is. Pet handled, animation.dict, animation.name, blend out speed of, what was it? 8. Blend in speed of 8, blend out speed of -8. Duration of -1. A playback rate of 0. No, I'm missing one. Flags was 0. A playback rate of also 0. Is playback rate a float? It is. Okay, interesting. Alright. Now does this work? Oh, that's not what I wanted. There you go. Yes, it does. Okay. Why does this work? Why does this work? I'm like two centimeters off an aneurysm. Why does this work? What is the difference between this and this? Virtually nothing. Is it just the loading of the animation dictionary? Is that all it is? If I comment out all of this, is it going to stop working? Please stop working. If it doesn't stop working, I'm gonna die because I have no idea what it is then. It still works! Oh my god! Why? Why? Why, FiveM? Why are you doing this to me? There is no functional difference between what I have written here and what I have written here. None. Nada. Okay. For shits and giggles, we're going to uncomment, or excuse me, we're going to comment all of this. We're going to uncomment this. If this stops working, I swear to God, and it doesn't work. I'm having a mental breakdown. Why? Why? Surely it's not just the blend in, blend out speeds. It can't be just that. That doesn't make any sense. Do we blame this on cached resources? It's not cached though. I'm refreshing it every time. You can see it's downloading a new version every time. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen. It does not work, even though it is exactly the same. Why is it indenting like that? What are you doing? This code is identical. Line for line. It is identical. No, it's not. No, it's not. The playback rate. The fucking playback rate. Change it to 0. Change the playback rate to 0. You better work. I swear to Jesus. Hallelujah. Ladies and gentlemen, you've witnessed a miracle. You can't see it, but I've got my hands in the air right now. Okay. So it was the playback rate. The playback rate needed to be 0. I swear we did this like half an hour ago. I swear we did this half an hour ago. That works. Okay. Alright. Alright. I see you, FiveM. You finicky little fucking... Alright. We're back on the server. We're back on the server. Spawn peds. First. Dot value. Is it gonna work? Will it work? Find out in 5 seconds. No. Why? Why? Kill me, please. Why? 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 This exact code works on the client. It works. Why doesn't it work here? I'm turning into Mickey fucking Mouse. I don't understand. I don't. I really, really, really don't. Why does that work on the client but not on the server? There's no server error I'm missing, right? No. This doesn't make any sense. This makes no sense. Okay, I'm gonna test something. It shouldn't make any difference, but at this point I'm like two minutes away from witchcraft. That's exactly what I'm thinking. That's why I'm adding a delay. Why is that not printing now? There you go. Nope. It's loaded in the constructor on the client though, so it should just be ready to go right off the bat. Alright. Purely for testing purposes. Is that how I do it? No, I just pass a name. That's fine. Okay, so what we're doing now is triggering an event to tell the client to explicitly load the dictionary just prior to running the animation. One, two. Nothing. What on earth is going on? I am stumped. I am actually legitimately stumped. I don't know. I've got no errors to work with. Thank you, Dom. Yeah, no, I doubt this is very entertaining to watch, me running round in circles for an hour. I do not understand why this doesn't work on the server. I really want to get this fixed before I end the stream. I want to end on a vaguely happy note. Why doesn't this work? If I put it back on the client, I guarantee it'll just work. Straight up, no problems. Yeah, on the client, it just works. It just works. I'm so confused. This really does not make any sense to me whatsoever. This is annoying me now. I could request for the owner of the entity to play the animation, but that defeats the entire purpose of doing it on the server in the first place. If you're trying to send something where it's not coming through, you can DM it to me if you want. Nah, I'm stumped. Genuinely stumped. I cannot think of a reason this doesn't work on the server, but it does work on the client. We're loading the animation dictionary. The PED exists. The animation works. We know it works. We use it on the client. The values that we have for blend in, blend out, etc. all work exactly fine on the client. So why doesn't it work on the server? All right, just for shits and giggles, because honestly, I'm a bit stumped. Animation duration, -1 for loop. I think we're already doing that. Yes, we are. Animation flag, 1 for loop. Let's change it to 1, just to see what it does. Nothing. No difference when I do it on the server either. Alright, well, that's an hour and a half. Ideally, I wanted to fix this before ending the stream, but yeah, I don't know how long I've spent on this now, but too long is the answer, so I'm going to stop the stream, I'm going to go have some food, and then I'm going to look at this with fresh eyes. I'm sure it's something simple and dumb that I've just overlooked, but wow. This is what makes, like, for me, this is what makes FiveM development so difficult and disheartening sometimes, is like, you know, I want to work on these really complex projects. I want to work on these really cool, innovative things. And then I get stuck on the most basic operations. Like, I literally just want to play an animation. That's it. Like, that is not a complex thing to do. It shouldn't be a complex thing to do. But here I am. I've spent, like, more than 45 minutes trying to figure out why this animation won't play, and that's just infuriating to me and just is so disheartening. But anyway, thank you everyone who stuck around and watched and, you know, stopped by and said hi. Thank you to Tony for moderating the stream. And yeah, I'm gonna call it there, I think. We'll see you next time.